What's up, guys? It's Mendy here. Today, what I want to go over is Freddie Freeman's approach and why his approach allows him to be such a complete hitter, right? Oftentimes, what we see year in and year out is that Freddie Freeman is amongst the best hitters in the game. He's an MVP candidate typically. So let's just get right into it. So, Freddie Freeman, what we know based on videos that he's been on, where he's talked about what he looks for, how he prepares for a game. If you go back to those Atlanta videos, those spring training videos when he was back with Atlanta, he talks about sitting on this middle away quadrant of the plate. And leading up to the game, he talks about when he's off the tee, when he's doing front toss, even into BP, he works everything middle away, and he's looking to drive the pitch to that that opposite field gap. Um, Now, if that pitch is in right during BP or flips or whatever, he still swings at it. However, he's not making it a focal point to get to that pitch because that's something that he's done his entire life pretty much, right? He knows he can get to that pitch, and really what he does in game is he just allows that in game adrenaline to allow him to get to that pitch. Now, like I said, his approach is middle away. Now, if we go get into this video here, right, what you're gonna see is because he's sitting away, oftentimes what you see is his elbows, his shoulders are pointed or are aiming in that direction, right? So they're aiming at the direction of that backside gap. And oftentimes you also see he lands closed, right? Oftentimes when, the best hitters in the game, um, oftentimes what the best hitters in the game do is they land slightly closed. When they're at their apex, when they're hot, when they're on fire, they're landing closed, right? And it's not simply just what the best hitters in the game do. Like, just an average MLB player, when they're at their best, getting off their most quality swing, they're landing closed, right? So as we see here, he lands closed, right? And like I said, because he's sitting away, any pitch that comes out here, right, when he gets to his turn, he starts, right, he's turning, right, he's turning the barrel over, right, he's turning the barrel behind the back shoulder. That's what we want, right? You could tell, a good tell is you lose the barrel, right, behind the shoulder, right? You see it, you see the barrel, and then you lose it, right? It's because it's behind the back shoulder. So if that pitch is away, he's gonna drive it, right, because he's sitting that way. So he's just gonna allow the ball to travel and drive it that way. And that's the big thing about sitting away, is that because you're sitting away, you're almost giving yourself more time to make solid contact. Why do I say that? Is because when you're trying to hit an away pitch, obviously you got to see it in deeper. You got to hit it deeper than you would an inside pitch. Because you have to hit it deeper, that gives you a bigger window of time to make contact with that pitch. So by him doing that, it allows him to see everything deeper, right? It gives him more time to work with. And you got to think MLB pitching, I mean, these pitches get, home in an instant. So every millisecond that you can add to your arsenal, like take advantage of that. So that's what he does, right? So if this pitch is, like I said, if this pitch is here, he's going to drive it. Now, this pitch is in, right? And he doesn't panic. That's something you have to train yourself to do is if the pitch is in, like a common flaw that I see is that because a pitch is in, hitters think that they have to also they have to rush to get to that pitch or they have to beat the pitch to the spot. That's not true. The best hitters in the game, when a pitch is inside, they're not rushing to get to the pitch. They're never rushing to get to the inside pitch. They're turning the barrel, right? The best swings come off the barrel turning behind the back shoulder. Now, the only difference is between a pitch that's away and a pitch that's inside. If the pitch is away, my hands are going to get out and away and extend away from my body a little bit. Whereas on an inside pitch, the barrel is still going to turn behind the back shoulder. However, the hands are going to stay in tighter to the body, right? So if the pitch is away from us, we're going to turn and we're going to extend out and drive that pitch. If the pitch is in, we're gonna turn. It's the same move, right? We're gonna turn. but the hands stay in tighter to the swing. And all he's doing in this inside pitch is he's turning, right? He's turning, boom, turn, 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 turn. That pitch is inside. He just keeps those hands tighter to his body. It's just a tighter turn. That's the only difference, right? If this pitch was away, his hands would not be right here. They'd be further out over here somewhere. But because it's inside, he just keeps him tight to his body, and he's still able to drive this pitch, which is 97 miles per hour on the inside black of the plate. Right, that's a pitcher's pitch, and he's driving this ball, 400 feet, whatever it was, to right field, without really, pulling that ball foul, which is often what would happen if you try to, rush your hands to get there. The only way you're gonna make solid contact is if you just completely yank it. Right now, I'm just gonna play that at full speed, if I can. Here we go. Bomb. Right? And like I said, he's able to drive pitches to all parts of the field. That's what makes him so dangerous. Boom. Right now, let's talk about it from the side view. Right? If everything that I've said so far is true, you're going to see it, right? So, right here he is loading, right? He's getting into his backside. He's looking away. Right, away. I'm turning, away. Oh, I recognize that pitch is not away. That pitch is in. I recognize that, right? So what he's going to do is he's going to turn, and he's going to keep his hands tucked into his body. And what you see is, because his hands are in tighter to his body as opposed to more extended for the away pitch, is that what you see, elbow is tucked in there, right? And with the outside pitch, the elbow would, continue that path. That way, you'd see a little bit more space. But because the pitch is in, it's tucked in there. Right, and then he's turning, boom, turning, and he's just allowing the barrel to get there. He doesn't need to rush. You don't need to rush. Right, he's allowing the barrel to get there, boom, and he's able to drive it out for a home run, which was clutch. It was the game-winning ribbies there. I think it was the top of the 10th inning, with a runner on first, one out. So yeah, man, that's what makes him such a good hitter. Why he's in the running for MVP pretty much every year, right? Now, that's Freddie Freeman. If you would like for me to break down someone else's swing, leave that in the comments. And yeah, man, you can follow me. I'm Mendy the Coach on all platforms. And yeah, man, peace.